Oh, that was bad. Yeah. I wonder if there's a way I can actually watch my own live. Oh, that's bad too. Look at this natural sunlight in here. I love the natural light. Let me grab some of these boxes and whatnot. There we go. All right, just gotta give people a chance to get in here. Give people a chance to get in here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, no, that's bad. Delete that one. And then delete this one. I'm glad it's orienting this right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on to this other one. My videos. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's why it looks weird. Because it only does it like that. Damn, I wish there was a better way I could have this right here. Just gonna have to this now. Let's oh, why is this video private? Video shouldn't be private. No. I need to edit this because I don't want that to just be private. Got 4 people back in here. What's going on, guys? I'm trying to learn this whole YouTube live thing because this is quite interesting. Apparently, it made the other one private, and I don't want that private. That shouldn't be private. That should not be private at all. But can everyone hear me? I wish there was also a way I could reorient this. I want this to be long ways, but instead I'm holding it like this. And I have to be careful that you don't see anything on the television because they love to claim everything. There we go. I'll make this public. Save that. So what's good, everybody? How's everybody's Wednesday? Any wrestling fans out there, y'all excited about AEW tonight? Got some dynamite going on tonight. Try to wait for a few more people to get in here. Oh no. I went from 11 to 5, but yeah, I might have to make this a weekend thing, but I've never done this before. Just wanted to try it out. But I definitely want to talk about DAIMA. Like, hey, how's it going, Monk? What's good, Monk? Which is coincidental, because Monk is what we're talking about. Talking about Monk. Oh, enjoying the Wednesday. This is a good Wednesday. Nice Wednesday. excited to talk to you guys. Hello, hey in Belgium, Elias. How you doing, Elias? Got a field trip. Nice. Where you going? Liberty Science Center. Nice, nice. I hope you enjoy that. Granted, my the live isn't for those under 18. There might be some cursing, might be some adult themes. I don't. Anime can get pretty adult. Actually, most of the media that I even cover can get kind of adult. Especially since I gotta start talking about I gotta start watching Daredevil Born Again. Thank you, Elias. You get some sleep. What time is it there in Belgium, by the way? Because that's crazy. Get some sleep. I have to figure out a time. Going live randomly at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday in the States, 10 p.m. there. Yeah, that would make sense. So 6 hours ahead. Get some rest. But yeah, talk about actually, let me go ahead and put on here to tell people to come to the new live. No problem. Hey, you can keep the name that you got actually if you want to. So try to make this for as close to an hour as possible. I do have other things I got to attend to, but yeah. Yeah, I want to talk about Diamond. Anybody, is there anything specific anyone has to say? If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Daima, let me know. But yeah, it finally wrapped up on Netflix. I want to say last Friday, and for everyone else watching on Crunchyroll, like 2 weeks before that, on the anniversary of Toriyama's passing. I remember when the trailer went up for Daima. Welcome back. I remember when the trailer ad came up for it, and they're seeing all the chibi, and I'm seeing all of the like the smaller designs, and just instantly in my mind, which is kind of funny when a community of people all have the same thoughts. Instantly on my mind is, oh, they're redoing GT. Okay, so when does this take place? And I got to give them credit. No, not a lot of details came through, which I appreciate. Outside of, oh man, they've been turned to kids. What are we going to do? I am the kind of person that, hey, okay, so my history with Dragon Ball, right? My history with Dragon Ball Z came out in the States. I was watching it like most people my age who were just getting into anime or introduced to it. Although you can technically say your first foray into anime is like Speed Racer, Voltron. Those are technically animes, right? Speed Racer and Voltron. And then one day on Fox, you get the Dragon Ball. Well, they would turn the movies into cut up episodes, but you get that, and you get Raditz appearing, and we go all the way up to Goku appearing on Namek, and then they would just do it all over again. My favorite anime, Fooly Cooly. I've not seen any of the sequels or prequels to Fooly Cooly, but my favorite anime of all time, period, is Fooly Cooly. Dragon Ball Z. I had an old list of my top 10 for Dragon Ball Z. You was numbers 5, kind of dropped to number 6 for a minute when I started watching My Hero, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, and everything like that. Yeah, shonen anime is big. Shonen anime is like big. That's one of the things that we mostly see, right? And when I think back to being a kid and watching anime, I like we all like the fighting stuff because like the grandfather of all literally Peak. Yeah, I'm such an old man. Certain words, when it comes to me and like words, sometimes I could be a little bit too literal. But when it comes to words like peak or mid, I try not to use those words because words starts to lose meaning the more people use them. How's it going there, Fabian? Wherever you are in the world, hope you're doing well. Words tend to lose meaning sometimes. But yeah, no, like Dragon Ball Z is I said it in several of my reviews for Daima, and I actually had a couple for I think when I was talking about Dragon Ball in general. Like Dragon Ball Z is whatever your favorite show is or your favorite manga, it is your favorite creator's favorite creation. And it just all just trickles down, and it's interesting. And some of the younger generation, I get how some people can't get into Dragon Ball Z, but coming from the era that I was in, like that was probably like the first fighting one. Cause since Fooly Cool is my favorite, and it has action, but it doesn't have, the fist fights, it has transformations, but it doesn't have the glowing transformations and the Kamehamehas or the what do they call them in Jujutsu Kaisen? Domain expansions or the chakra. Well, the chakra stuff is literally key stuff from Dragon Ball, but that's not in Fooly Cooly, right? All those shows from the era that I actually really like. Your Inuyashas, your Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star is actually the first anime I actually bought the whole entire season to. I bought that in like 2004, 2006. I had a classmate loan it to me. And then you got your Cowboy Bebops. And I encourage everyone, because I know I'm going off topic. I'll get back on topic in a minute. But I encourage everybody, watch more than shonen anime. Watch more than the fights. It's nice to see. I love it too. Even when I do my writing, it's kind of inspired by that stuff. But watch your slice of lives. Watch the comedy ones. Watch your what do they call romance or drama ones? Watch all of it so you can get a smorgasbord. You can get a cavalcade, different things, so you can understand what works for you, what doesn't, or what makes a show good or what doesn't make a show good. Because over the years, when we get the big three, your One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, we start to see, okay, where did Dragon Ball fail that it could use some improvements? Because even the big three kind of fail upon it, except for One Piece. I can say confidently, One Piece is kind of the true success of the Dragon Ball. I made a video about that too. Maybe whenever I'm done with this live, maybe I'll link it into the description for this. It is literally the true successor, because not only do we have a story that has, I want to say started from the beginning, but it kind of didn't. Because when you start One Piece, what is it? It's like, oh, it's this guy Monkey D. Luffy. He's made of rubber. How did that happen? He ate a bite of gum. Yayo, ho ho. His name is Luffy, right? You get that, then you get his introduction to Zoro. Then you get Nami came shortly thereafter. I'm trying not to have the live action kind of screwed with me a little bit because Nami was not there for that first interaction. But you get Zoro, Kobe, then you get Nami. Then we go on into Usopp, and when we get to Usopp, we get our I hate to call Captain Kuro our first major villain because then that's kind of pooping on Buggy. But Buggy was goofy. Buggy was goofy. So it starts off kind of like, where is this going? Kind of like Dragon Ball. It can go anywhere. Once we get once we get to Log Town, which is short for Prologue Town. Shout out to Herm if you went here. That's when kind of a story starts forming in the background because you start hearing about things that are going on in the world. That is a small failing of Dragon Ball Z. Like Dragon Ball started off as a satire and as I don't want to say a parody, but mirroring Journey to the West. Can you get a mod? I don't know you that well. I don't know you that well to give you a mod yet. It started off as like a parody slash satire to Journey to the West, to Tokusatsu shows like, Super Sentai, Power Rangers, because that's what the Ginyu Force is, right? And we even see that show up again. I want to say Daima episode. Episode. What is that? 15, I believe. I believe 15 is when they show up. And it's Daima kind of answers a lot of the issues that I'm bringing up about Dragon Ball by covertly mentioning One Piece. So One Piece has a thorough story. Several female characters that appear the entire time and are fleshed out and have personalities. No offense to Naruto, because Naruto, we started with Sakura and Sakura stayed bland. And it seems like only in Boruto does Sakura have more of a personality. Although those beginning parts where it's like the whole personality is, what's her daughter's name? I forget her and Sasuke's daughter's name, but it seemed like her personality begins like, I'm actually your mom. Stop hurting my feelings. But One Piece build, kind of fixes that. It's like, yeah, we have all sorts of characters from all walks of life, different skin tones, different orientations, all this other stuff, and they all get shine. And that's kind of an issue in Dragon Ball where, look at my shirt here. Out of all these people on this shirt, literally only 2 of them get more Sarada. Thank you, Phantom. Sarada. Only 2 of these people get a ton of time after a certain point in Dragon Ball Z and in Dragon Ball Super. I'm talking form after form. It's not until we get to the movies where Gohan is my favorite character. By the way, if you haven't seen my reviews, Gohan is literally my favorite character. Which I'm going to get into that in a second, because Daima... Anyway, you get all the characters get shine and get a moment, which kind of happens in Dragon Ball Z movies, right? Remember, if anybody's watched Tree of Might, if you haven't watched it, the Dragon Ball movies are good, except for that third Broly movie. We ain't gonna talk about that third Broly movie, but the Dragon Ball movies are all good. All of them are fantastic, and they're a great example of 90s animation. And the Tree of Might, we always call them the Z Fighters. I have no clue what they're called in Japan. But the Z Fighters, which are Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, Piccolo, Chaozu, even when Gohan was little baby Gohan, and Goku. Vegeta was not in the crew at the time. One Piece, Naruto, Boruto, different breed. The characters, font, just look the one screen about One Piece. They thrive off it without being pre-planned. I like characters from there, just the worlds they create. But One Piece case they thrive on play planning. Are you saying that One Piece thrives off of its story without pre-planning? Or are you just saying Naruto and Boruto thrive off without pre-planning? Because, man, when you can kind of tell that Naruto is kind of, I hate to say it's, well, I have an idea of where we're going, and then this is how we'll get there, right? Kind of like wrestling, because I'm a wrestling fan. One Piece feels like this man did all this research into societies, politics, religion, went into detail into about like different pirates of the area. Oda thrives off a pre-plan. Yes, he does. Holy hell, he does. I remember, again, I'm dating myself because I am an old man. I'm almost 40. I remember being an undergrad in college. And this is when I used to read a lot of manga. Like every Friday, I don't know if mangas still come out every Friday. I mean, we were reading scans. We didn't have official stuff, right? With the up to date stuff. But every Friday, gotta get up. But like, all right, I got class. Let me just try to read this real quick. All right. Then after class, reading it some more. I'm not gonna lie, even in class with my buddy at the time, just pull out my phone. Teacher ain't talking about much, which was funny because sometimes I was in Japanese class, just like, oh snap, okay. So those were exciting times. One Piece pre-planned. Favorite author? Tell me. You mean like author as in like books, period, or authors in like manga? Because my favorite author, I I keep starting and finishing books so much nowadays because I'm busy. When I was younger, one of my favorite authors was Lawrence Yep, who wrote about his experience being not Japanese, but a Chinese man put into like concentration camps and stuff like that in Americas. A lot of his characters, there's actually like dragon folk in that book. The Lawrence Yep was one of my favorite authors. Reminded me I need to read some more. It's difficult. I can't even read manga nowadays. But I'm digressing, right? Dragon Ball Z, Trio Might, all those guys got to fight. Now they didn't necessarily win their fights, which is okay because you got to have Goku come in and save the day, right? They didn't necessarily win those fights, but to see them fight, like that's where if you ever play Dragon Ball Fighters with the Z, where you get the special move Extra Large Spirit Ball. He did that in a movie that's not canon to the show, but everyone who watches like, no, he can do that. We're not taking no for an answer. You can do that, Yamcha. You're gonna keep doing that in our hearts. So everyone had their moment to shine. Dragon Ball Z started the whole, all right, we're going 1v1 until, someone else more powerful comes in and saves our butts, which that didn't happen until the very end of the Frieza saga. Yamcha is trash, Vegeta is a goat. Look, African Wolf, Yamcha is a god. If you play Dragon Ball Fighter Z, you will see that Yamcha is a god. Yamcha's amazing. I feel so bad for human characters, especially Krillin, because may he rest in peace. Toriyama may rest in peace, right? And this is why I brought up One Piece. Hell, this is why Super kind of brought back the Z Wars. Yes, and moral arc. I hate to say I was disinterested, but I was getting in and out of the moral arc. I did end up reading like most of it. I know how it ends, right? But I was lamenting on Krillin. Krillin could, and like some personal fan writers of mine, Krillin should have learned the Kaioken. He should have learned the Spirit Bomb by now. I mean, Goku only busts out the Spirit Bomb when he's actually trying to kill somebody, and he only brought back the Kaioken in Dragon Ball Super. And he can only really do the Kaioken in Dragon Ball Super when he's in Super Blue mode. So, and I suffer ill effects. There's a game, and I actually have. Hold on, y'all about to look at the ground for a minute. Show y'all how old I am. So, this game here, Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2. This is probably flipped because LOL, this is a front-facing camera. But don't worry about it. You know what it's trying to say. This game here goes through everything, right? One of the coolest things about this game is it has what-if scenarios. And the what-if scenario that let me know that Dragon Ball can go even further is the Ghost of Goku comes back. After you beat the game and you start unlocking these things, Ghost of Goku comes back and goes, hey, Krillin, I need you to beat, I think it was Was it Frieza? I think Frieza is either Frieza, Cell, or the androids. But I need you. I always need new techniques. Although Krillin did learn to control this. Yes. Yes. So Krillin in that game learns the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb. And when you fight, it's either you fight the androids or you fight Frieza when he comes back. I feel like you fight Frieza when he comes back, and you do the Spirit Bomb, and it's amazing. It is one of the cool. Graphics are not. Oh my god, it's a DS, early DS, fun game. I wish I could find the cartridge. I wish I could, but that is the type of stuff I wanted to see, right? And Phantom Flame, you're 100% correct. Super Tournament Power is like, all right, cool. We're gonna bring back everybody but Yamcha. The running joke being Goku thinks of everybody. He's like, Gohan, you're technically the strongest of us, and you're super smart, son. You're gonna be the captain. And then we got your second daddy Piccolo, and I got my boyfriend Vegeta, and then first person, he's like, we're gonna get Majin Buu, but then they play Majin Buu as a joke because if they brought Majin Buu, they probably would have won way faster. Like I would. Now that's a what if right there, right? For a video game. What if Majin Buu joined them for the Tournament of Power and absorbs Jiren? Can he absorb Jiren? I would love to see if he tries, and then you have a super serious, super swole Majin Buu that's just like Buu save everyone. Buu is strong. Didn't ask Yamcha. Yamcha knows about it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna wait. But we're gonna come back to that. Go to the Tournament of Power. Everyone's showing their ass. Like, even in the build up to it, we get Roshi is not on this shirt. Nope, Roshi is not on this shirt. But the build up to it, Master Roshi, probably one of the. I know there's some issues with him being pervy. There's no way original Dragon Ball could have been created in today's era, or at least shown without a little bit of disclaimer in today's era. But Roshi showing that he is indeed that dude with the Max Kamehameha wave, able to dodge Jiren's blows. You got Tien showing, hey, Jiren. I actually think he might have done Boo. He could have, yeah. Jiren was literally. I told someone that Jiren and the Tournament of Power was technically Goku's other, right? Goku was all about, I fight for my friends. I fight with my friends. There's no point in me saving the universe if it's not for my people and for the ones I love. Jiren is like, I do it because it's the thing you're supposed to do. I don't need nobody. So Goku is, I need everybody. Jiren is like, I don't need nobody. Which is funny when the Spirit Ball just gets flicked. Spirit Bomb gets flicked right back at Goku. But that's how we get Ultra Instinct, right? So Tien had a good time to shine. Who else? The androids, which, 17, 18, they had a good time to shine. Even, was it 18 and Krillin had a good tag team moment. We could have had so many more combinations. We could have had like the Earthers, which could have been one of my teams in fighters. Could have had Krillin, Tien, and Piccolo team up and do like a try type of thing. And the androids did. I mean, 17 is the GOAT. 17 saves everyone. But we could have, and you feel bad for Yamcha, right? So let's talk about that moral arc where everyone shows up, and we even get even Yamcha gives us the line. Spoilers to anybody who's waiting for the animated comeback. It's gonna be it might be a minute before that comes back. Although I saw I feel like his name is Nokiyama. If I could bring up my Twitter, right now, I would, so I can get that name. But the guy who drew for the Super Broly movie he's doing some test and practice drawings. Like he did, I don't know why he drew Super Baby Vegeta, but he drew Ultra Instinct Goku, Beast Gohan, Orange Sprite Piccolo, and a couple others. So it kind of seems like they're preparing to try to get things in motion. But in the more arc, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I've done some training. I'm gonna get in. Like I was inspired by the fact that no one called me, even though I'm one of the strongest people in the world. Yeah, that'll do it. You can write these characters better. I even argue, even though some people call Super Dragon Ball heroes, people call that fan fiction. You know who you are. I'm talking to one person in particular, but you know who you are, bro. They call it fan fiction. Yes, which that's one of the best parts about animation. You can expand on things that have already happened, which is that's the whole point. Like we can only see things on a frame by frame basis, whether it's in manga or comic book. When it comes to anime, okay, show me what Yamcha actually was doing while Vegeta and Goku were training. Like, show me the cool stuff that he's actually able to do. But in the moral arc, you see everyone actually does something, which should have happened a long time ago. Long time ago. Which again, One Piece does better. But again, we're talking about a show that started in like 84 and ended in like 1992. Picked back up with GT in 93 and ended in 95. One Piece started in 1990. I want to say One Piece started in 97 or 99. I feel like it's 99. But One Piece started like several years after that. So did Naruto started around the same time, Bleach around the same time. Actually, Bleach was in 2002. But roughly the same time period. You have time to learn. No shade on Bleach either. I don't mean to shade Bleach. I'm not really talking about it too much because Bleach kind of feels like a different monster, right? Because Bleach has cool female characters and they get time to shine. Yorichi, she's in my top 3 favorite Bleach characters, right? But then you get characters like Halibel, who doesn't get much time because she's technically a villain. You get Nail, who doesn't get a bunch of time because technically she's like a side character. I hope there's some extra scenes for her when we come back from Thousand Year Blood War. But Daima cures the issue of, man, we got all these characters, but they're not going to do anything. So Toriyama said, I'll fix it. I'll give you Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta. But I'm going to give you new character Glorio. I'm going to give you new character Ponzi. I'll bring Bulma because you need someone smart. And then we'll have Hebus. Hebus was literally the Deus Ex of this entire freaking series. Just, if he didn't have the eye, the last 5 episodes wouldn't have happened. If he didn't have the eye, and they could have just already won and could have just left, and things would probably still be bad. Although Goma, you did the one thing you should have never done, which is piss off Goku and Vegeta. Just to the point of, oh man, you have made things so inconvenient for us. Yeah, no, we have to take you down. But first, we're gonna rescue Dende. Then we're gonna get the Dragon Ball, and then we're gonna circle back around and kick your ass. That's literally what it was. I remember seeing that the first 2 episodes. I want to say the first, at least the first 2 episodes, because I think I put them out back to back days. And I said, this is kind of weird. You're messing with these people who beat a universal, let's just call Majin Buu a universal, Kid Buu a universal god, right? They beat a universal god. And you really want to mess with them? And then you get tricked by Anrisu, who Anrisu is arguably the only one who's actually achieved her goals that isn't from the Goku crew, because she's a minister now for the demon world. She's Vice Supreme Demon King. So she's second in command. She almost gets her wish, basically, for being just a tiny bit good, right? But you get fooled by her and tricked into messing with these guys who killed a universal evil. Why? Why would you do that? What would make you say, yeah, this is a good idea? Well, it's fine. And it was quickly answered. It's you understand the character Goma. He is, I don't want to use the word cowardly, but he is paranoid. He's a little guy, so he has Napoleon complex. And that is, I say Daima is the best thing since original Dragon Ball Z. Personally, I say it's the best since original Dragon Ball Z. Personally, if she found out there were multiple third eyes, that would be that's what makes it so funny at the very end of that series. I said, I wonder if they bought those just so they can destroy them or just take them out of there, because you probably need to just squash them and ask the lady, don't ever sell these again. Because I mean, she could have an eye, and who else could have an eye? She could have an eye. The guess who could mess around and have an eye. Some folks saw that as like hinting at a season 2. I can see that, because then a good question comes, where do the eyes come from? Who makes these eyes, right? But I love that the question for me is, why would you do this, becomes answered. And I don't know if some people might miss this, and I apologize to people that are waiting for the dub. I know the dub is coming out for Daima probably as we speak. But what was the point I was getting to? Not trying to spoil this, but when we talk about not just character motivations, but what is going on with these guys, Daima just it clears, no offense, Super, it clears Super. GT, it's set out to do this. Yes. Which is, where did those Dragon Balls go? Phantom, like all Dragon Balls, they and just spread across the worlds, right? Now, obviously, they spread across the worlds that they belong to. 1 is in 1, 2 is in 2, etc., etc. I wonder if Neva is just gonna go, all right, I guess I should bring the balls back and have it to is it Tamagami? I come so close to calling them Tamagotchis. I'm gonna call them Tamagotchis now. He's gonna give them back to the Tamagotchis, which never has to be the god of the Namex, right? He has to be the god of the Namex. This dude can do way too much stuff. He can make inert Dragon Balls become active again, even though they were just used within that year. That's what I was getting at. The fact that this story takes place, I'm willing to bet maybe Tamagami. Okay, I did get that right. I'm willing to say that this takes place maybe 3. I want to say 3 months. But the fact that they had a part, they were celebrating having beaten Majin Buu, I would even say 1 month. But I'm gonna say 3 months, right? This is like at least 3 to 6 months after they beat Kid Buu. I'm firmly gonna say that what do they call it in Doctor Who? Not the event horizon, but the fixed point in time for all the Dragon Ball multiverse. Because I was gonna bring up Super Dragon Ball Heroes because I like it, but the one fixed point in all time of Dragon Ball is the Buu saga. The ending of Z doesn't matter, where Goku fights Oob. Shh, Black Kaizoku. I'm looking at you, Black Kaizoku. Don't you? Hey, I'm praised One Piece. You don't boo superheroes. Watching you. The fixed point in all time is Buu saga. After Buu saga, anything can happen. Especially if this is why the issue with people who only watch anime is that they only watch anime and have no other concepts of what can happen in a show. Now, I have a close friend of mine that says, hey, you tend to write for the shows. And I try not to do that. You know what writing for a show is, right? When there's a part that doesn't make sense. And so the human mind is made to make connections so things make sense. It's even when you do something that goes against your morals and values, you still internally try to make it match up so you change. So story-wise, let's say The Goma thing. I'm like, why would you mess with these guys? Now, if Toriyama never showed that Goma is paranoid, if Goma is worried about taking the throne because he just got the throne. Literally watching, he is me back in 2001 watching the Boo Saga after school with the VCR, and he is actively watching a very high res version of that. By the way, I hate to cut myself off. Look, Dragon Ball, if y'all can't figure out the rights, find whoever redrew that Boo Saga in Daima, republish Dragon Ball Z in that art style because God, that is good. Anyway, he's watching like I'm watching it back in 2001, 2002 with my little VCR, and I'm just like, ooh, this looks good. Just finished it, and he goes, "Oh man, I'm king now. They killed Deborah, or Deborah, if you want to be rude about it. They killed Deborah. Deborah is gone. I'm king." Now, if that wasn't shown, well, I want. Oop, hold on. I gotta bust out the other phone so I can see your full comment. Cause mention. Oh no, why won't you let me see the whole comment? I'll probably have to look at it again, but of his original story. Original story meaning the manga story, right? Super is a continuation of the manga story, because that is an interesting thing. Isn't it? You can think of it like such an event occurred in the past or so. Even yes, that makes sense, right? Especially if you're there's another show. One of my other favorite shows of all time is Yu-Gi-Oh. Love Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, I got, well, those are Dragon Ball cards, but I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards literally to my left. Love Yu-Gi-Oh. The Dark Side of Dimensions movie for Yu-Gi-Oh is a continuation of the manga, which is why when I haven't fully watched that movie, but like the clips and things I've seen or what I know about it, I'm like, this don't make any sense. Why is this happening? Because it's a continuation of a manga. I can see Super being this is what happened after Z manga wise. I can see that. That makes sense. That makes total sense to me. But me talking about writing for writers, I'm happy I didn't have to write for the writer in this, because you see it. Actually, I might have the same microphone. Hey, what's going on? Exilium? I hope I said that correctly. Yeah, I love this microphone. It was a gift from a really, really good friend. Love this microphone. Probably the best microphone I will ever have. And I'm probably, when I'm trying to build a rig, I'm going to keep using this mic. This mic is amazing. I like that I didn't have to write for him. I like that I got to see those things, right? That is one of the best things about Daima. I bring up the other characters getting time to shine. You see Pansy show up, she does something. You see Pansy she's able to get them connections, answer questions for them, everything. Glorio is our traitor, not traitor. He helps move the story along, and my God, I'm gonna get to Goku last. Vegeta's being Vegeta. Piccolo is being Piccolo, which y'all peep the tag team, the Vegeta Piccolo tag team. Team was meant to. Yes. Should I interrupt myself and talk about? I'm gonna interrupt myself for a slight second to talk about what Phantom is talking about. Pivoting to Goku is the problem with Dragon Ball Z as a whole. Because at the end of the Cell Saga, it was supposed to be my boy Gohan's time to shine. Dragon Ball is supposed to be a generational thing. Literally, it goes, all right, well, every time I'm here, someone shows up and tries to kill y'all, so I'm just gonna stay dead. Goku says I'm gonna stay dead, and Gohan looks up at the sky daddy, and go, all right, daddy, I miss you. Grows up, Chi Chi ruins him, but Gohan is technically Superman. One day I will make a video about how Gohan is Superman. But Gohan is Superman. He's like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta turn Super Saiyan, save some people. All right, I just want to be normal. Just let me learn. Should have went from him. And if you still wanted to make money, drag after Gohan takes care of Boo, he has a kid with Videl, has Pan, and you can just continue in it that way. Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball as it's just known, could keep going with just a new. It could have been JoJo. It could have been JoJo. Could have been JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Literally just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Just go from Joseph. Wait, no, George to Joseph to Josuke. I mean, sorry, to Jotaro to Josuke. Well, okay, I skipped Dio's son. Doesn't make a difference. It could have been JoJo, which JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I think that started in the late 80s, right? So kind of feels like that. Exactly. Kaizoku could have been JoJo before JoJo, but JoJo said, I see what you're doing. I'm going to do that instead, though. And then make it about music, which is fantastic. That's one of the failings. It's supposed to be about Gohan. And I'm going to talk about these characters getting shine because I got to go off. About Gohan now. It would have been awesome. Because think about how, and this is Toriyama, rest your soul, my brother. But you forgot Super ruined Super Saiyan for me. JoJo's a different breed. It is. Araki ain't afraid to. He is not, and I tell you something about Araki. Araki is not afraid to kill your favorite character. You see the way George got it. Oh my God! Though at the end of what's Jolene's the diamond one? For those who even care, Jotaro is my favorite Joestar. Jotaro technically was S tier at the end of his series, right? He will end an entire verse to say this is what goes on with the story. The villain won at the end of Jolene's story. Villain won. And just so happens that this one insignificant character who's I can't remember the guy. Can't remember his name. Please don't be mad at me. But the one dude who's technically would be called the Krillin of that entire arc goes save everyone. And just, yeah, worlds reset. Wow. Wow. I don't know where Bizarre Adventure's going now. I remember seeing a dude with soap bubbles. I can't even get into that. But we could have got different people. Gohan was supposed to be this, and we're going to go back to characters doing stuff, right? Jojo Lion. For some reason, I want to call it Jojo Loin, but it's Jojo Lion. I want to go back to the tag teams, right? Piccolo and Vegeta doing the tag team, being a reference to when they tag teamed, and it was not the BoJack movie. It was Android 13 movie, I think. Because they were on a block of ice and they had won. And for all intents and purposes, even though, and this is funny how this works out in America, that Piccolo and Vegeta are both voiced by Chris Sabat. The fact that they kind of have a similar past. These are both royal people. Piccolo being the son of King Piccolo. The Daima, it's actually Daimo, King Piccolo. And Vegeta being the prince of all Saiyans, Kakarot, being that guy, right? It's kind of interesting that they tag team together. And then Bulma was doing Bulma stuff. Hibiscus, however you want to say his name. Just, I usually like funny, annoying characters. He just, God, he was a Deus Ex. Anyway, then we get to Goku. This is Goku being Goku, which is funny, observant, serious when he needs to be. Are we going to forget? I think in Super, they're Goku and Vegeta in their late 40s, right? Late 40s, almost 50. This is technically in Daima, Goku's around my age. He's like late 30s, maybe early 40s. This is a serious Goku. Like, Goku's like, yeah, we're gonna have fun. Or anyone notice in like the first 3 episodes when they took Dende, Goku's like, yo, we gotta get Dende back. He didn't go, hey, is there any strong people to fight? I want to fight something. No, Super, shut up. Shut up, Super. Goku's like, we gotta get Dende back. This is serious. And that's exactly what they go do. That's the first thing he thinks of. Can we save Dende? Then when Supreme is either Supreme Kai, Supreme Kai, or we should use his real name, Nahare. He says, yeah, they're probably not going to kill him because Namekians are like high value slaves. They're high value here, so they're not going to kill him. So Goku goes, all right, cool. They're not going to kill him. Awesome. Then I got to fight some stuff to get these Dragon Balls. Okay, I can have a little bit of fun since we know he's not in any immediate danger. No immediate danger. This is the best Goku. This is what Dragon Ball Z Goku becomes. This is a Goku that is serious. He's gonna have fun while fighting. That's what Saiyans do. But this is a Goku that's like, order of importance. Okay, he's not gonna die. All right, cool. In order for us to get bigger, we gotta get these Dragon Balls. All right, cool. Let's get the Dragon Balls. I can have fun while doing that. All right, cool. Awesome. But, so different than Super Goku. And the only time Super Goku, I won't count moral arc. I won't count the stuff that has not been shown, right? I will count the stuff that's already been animated. But in the Tournament of Power, where they're like, Goku, you knew he was going to get rid of all these universes, and that's why you proposed this, huh? And Goku goes, maybe. That was only the little flash of like the Goku that I know. Because Goku literally isn't just supposed to be the clown. No offense to Luffy. That's Luffy's job. Like, Luffy's supposed to be for a while, I thought Luffy was like that character where, oh, I'm acting silly, but I really know what's going on. It's 50-50 with Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy is literally 50-50. He knows what's going on. He knows what's important. But because he has that wild heart and that wild nature, if you hear any noise, hold on, just want to stop y'all from hearing any noise right there. He has that wild heart and that wild nature, which is what leads him to ruin plans and things of that nature. And that's Luffy's supposed to be. Again, no offense, Black Kaizoku. Luffy is dumb. He's supposed to be dumb, but all about liberation. I look, you think, dude, Goku literally Goku's the guy who is smart and he doesn't want the teacher to know he's smart, so he purposely fails a couple of tests so he doesn't have to be like a leader. It doesn't have to be a leader on a project. He's the guy that's like, yeah, I know how to do this really well, but I don't want to. Please don't make me do this. Which falls in line with his character at the end of the Cell Saga, if you think about it. Like, he says, yo, you guys have to get... Even in the Boo Saga, when he goes Super Saiyan 3, so for some reason, Goten and Trunks know how to go Super Saiyan 3 when they become Gotenks. But he says, yo... He did know that. We get flashes of like Z Goku, who's just like fun loving, but I really know what's going on. Like, there's no way he didn't know that Beerus wasn't in that costume. Like, come on. Or remember, I know this is filler episode, but remember when he looks good for his in-law, Mr. Satan, Hercule, if you're nasty, and he goes, all right, hit me. Oh no, he flies off into the background. Come on. Yes, the My Boma incident. That might that was before. Pardon me. That was before we got deep into Super, like the My Boma incident from the movie, because those episodes, animation wise, are trash. But those episodes kind of water that stuff down, bruh. Goku being like, I couldn't beat him at Super Saiyan 3. I'm just gonna stay right here. Y'all won't die, but I just want to see what Vegeta gonna do. And he's just like, oh, look at my boyfriend. Oh, shit. Vegeta wants Super Saiyan 2. Which that's again a thing that super pissed me off. I'm going, you trying to tell me in all of these years, Vegeta couldn't go Super Saiyan 2 until Beerus pissed him off? Take my glasses off of that. As a Gohan fan, I'm very fair when it comes to characters. There's very few characters that I hate because I don't like anything about them. Although, technically Frieza's like a space Nazi, but we won't get into that. But we won't get into that because they soften Frieza from what he was in Dragon Ball Z. They softened him hard. But you gonna tell me Vegeta couldn't go Super Saiyan 2 before that? Okay, son. Okay, whatever. But yeah, no. Goku, Daima Goku is my Goku. That is my Goku. That makes me go, I could see myself being a Goku fan. I gotta throw something in the background so my light don't go off. I can see myself being a Goku fan. Legitimately. Like, let's talk about those last two. Let's talk about the last. I won't even talk about episodes. We'll talk about moments. Remember when Vegeta goes Ultra Vegeta 1 for the first time, aka Super Saiyan 3. Go Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, fighting Tamagotchi number 1. Damn, I got some water. Fighting Tamagotchi number 2, I should say. And Goku initially was surprised, like, how you learn how to do that? And his wife, Bulma was like, yeah, my man been practicing. And Goku, he smiles a little bit. He go, that's my best friend right there. Goku is the type of friend you want. Someone that will keep you, like, he'll be competitive with you, but he is happy at your successes. Because then when we're all grown up now, like Rugrats, all grown up. And Vegeta goes Super Saiyan 3, Ultra Vegeta 1 is what I'm going to call it, because that's not a proper Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form. That is Ultra Vegeta 1. He goes Ultra Vegeta 1. One punch is like doubling. He didn't even transform at that point. One punch doubled over a massive Goma. And then Super Saiyan 3, he burned that dude to ash with that final flash. And Goku the whole time like, that's my dude. That's my dude. I like that Goku. Or, now let's talk about when he had to fight Do. If you all haven't watched my review for Dragon Ball Daima, please do. Please watch it and subscribe if you are not. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, right? And Patreon link is in there too. Help your boy out. When he fights Do, damn, Goku the troll. Look, I love that. I love the fact that he did, like, the whole entire time he calls him Gloria. What's he called? Goliro. He calls him Goliro. Sounds like he's trying to call him a gorilla. He's like Goliro. And part of me was like, are you saying it because you're a kid and you're trying to get away with it? Or is it just like, I'm gonna troll you until, okay, I'm an adult. By the way, Goku is like 3 to 4 inches taller than Glorio. That is hilarious. It's hilarious that when he gets tall, he's like, yeah, no, I'm the alpha, whether I'm little or whether I'm tall. I did like that touch. Like at the end, he's like, you a good dude, Glorio. He's like, oh, you got my name, Goku. Yeah, we're friends. So when Goku was fighting Do, he had no play about him. Like, notice when he looked at Ku, he's like, so you beat him? No, I didn't. I lost. Why are you bragging about losing? Who beat him? Who do I need to throw hands with? You, the fat one that acts like Kid Buu? Bet. No joke about that Goku. I can't even say that fight was even. I refuse to say that fight was even. That fight was just getting started. because Do has the lowest stamina of any Majin that we've seen. And by Majin, I mean like fat, pliable character like Boo. Goku was up here handling him with the power pole. Then finally go Super Saiyan because, as I say in my review, Tamagami 2 got boosted up so he could fight Vegeta while he's in his Ultra form. Which we all recognize that while they are in their chibi forms, their power is cut. So it's insane that they are strong, even though their power is cut. Do beat up a powered up Tamagami number 1. Because he was red means they're powered up. See, he beat him up. Meaning Goku, you at least have to go Super Saiyan to fight this thing. And as we saw, Goku could go Super Saiyan 3. Even though he didn't want to, he went Super Saiyan 3. And could have actually, but without the evil eye, he would have dusted Goma. Also, let me point out that moment. Again, exhibit number 3 or C, whatever I'm on right now. When Goku went Super Saiyan 3 to fight Goma, there was no play about him. When he went Super Saiyan 4, the good Super Saiyan 4 is what I'm calling this. When Super Saiyan 4, while little, there was no, it was just like, okay, cool. There was no play. Then when he transformed again, he's trying to stall. So he's like, all right, I can draw this out a little bit, or I can try to kill him, but I'm gonna draw this out a little bit. He was smiling, he was smirking, but I think that's just natural for Saiyans when they get a new form. Like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was a little asshole. Anytime Vegeta gets a new form, he becomes an asshole. So this Goku was like, there's stakes. This is dire. This is an improvement from Super for me. I think Daima's better than Super. I've said it. I've said it right there. That's the truth. I'm sad because the ending of it with those 3 eyes, we could go, all right, who made these? Maybe we should take care of that. Or maybe that person, Daima's before Super. Chronologically, yes. I am of the personal mind that they don't share the same universe. I say that because their universe is very similar, but it begs the question. And this is a plot hole. Dragon Ball is full of them. It kind of goes, oh man, how come he didn't try to go Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus? You probably could have beat him. It's because if you want the unfun answer is because Daima came out after Super and it wasn't a thing. That's the unfun answer. My fun answer is it's a multiverse, and at that Buu saga, it splits off and Daima goes into its own universe of Super. Because looking at the backstory, there's no way 4 beats Beerus. I don't. Sure, I don't. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. We don't know. We don't know unless they come out with the Super Dragon Ball Heroes where they have them fight, which most of those hero shorts they cut off right before the ending. The only time you get definitive answers for the fights is in the manga. So, if you guys say he can't beat him, then he can't beat him. I think he probably could. Probably. Who knows? Maybe you need God energy to beat a god. I don't know. But I also like how Super Saiyan 4 was made. We don't have Blutz waves. We don't have turning into a monkey. But then you got to resist the monkey. And then you got to do the monkey. Like, it's underappreciated. But no. But if you look at the... And superheroes, there was the Super Goku, and then there is Xeno Goku. And for whatever reason, they switch bodies, which is so weird. But Super Saiyan Blue, which is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, right? Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan goes against Super Saiyan 4 Limit Break Goku, and they're even. Now, Ultra Instinct probably beats up Super Saiyan 4. I am going to go on record by saying I think Daima Super Saiyan 4 is better than GT Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, I said it. That's just my opinion. But I think also explore the concept of the demon world. You can imagine an episode in the past where down version of Super occurs. We don't see it. I can see that happen. I can see that happen. That would actually. That's why I'm of the mind. My mind is keep them separate universes. And part of the reason why I want to do this, part of the reason why I even wanted to do this live is because I got tired of looking. This is mostly on Facebook, and Facebook is a toxic ass place. One of the issues I have with a large group of anime fans, man, and this is our community. This is my community too. But anime fans complain way too damn much and take stuff way too serious. This is fun talking about this. Look, you have your opinion. I got my opinion. That's fine. We don't need no name slinging. And I'm not saying anybody in here is doing that at all. What I'm saying is you should be able to have fun talking about this stuff. You should be able to express your opinions. And one of the failings of Dragon Ball as a whole is like Roderick Jr. How you doing, Rod? I talked to y'all, but I didn't say how you doing. How you doing, Lester? How you doing, Roderick? One of the failings is, okay, well, we got Super that takes place after Boo. But then for people who are like have hard-ons about canon, well, it's before GT then, right? Well, obviously it has to be before GT. Although my personal reason for not liking GT is the ending. The ending is completely stupid. I think it's really dumb. Really? Didn't I know that about the Ozaru? Now, see, that's funny because when Goku did his what I'm dubbing maximum Kamehameha wave to Goma, you did see a flash that's usually like the giant monkey flash face when you play the video games, but it was just Goku's face like screaming out. I can kind of see where they would have thought to do that. I'm glad we did none of that monkey shit, but I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, that's the big failing. It's like we have all this different stuff, and there's a large group of people who love to fight about anime just to fight about anime. And they literally go, well, Super sucks and GT's the real one. Thoughts on Ultra Vegeta? I love Ultra Vegeta 1. I love Ultra Vegeta 1 because, and even though Goku's like, you went Super Saiyan 3. No, Vegeta's right. Think about in Dragon Ball Z when he was Super Vegeta with swole ass Brock Lesnar neck and he's big as hell and he throws hands with big lip cell. That's not Super Saiyan 2. That's a level beyond Super Saiyan, but he's able to move fast and he's just buff. That's not Super Saiyan 3. Like, the hair sticks like this. He has no eyebrows, sure. But the hair sticks like this, bruh. It don't go behind his back. I have a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta statue. Official Vegeta figure statue. Don't feel like getting it. But the hair goes all the way down. That is definitely Ultra Vegeta 1. And you know why I didn't mind it? Because I watched Dragon Ball Superhero, and Beast Gohan has that spiky hair. And guess what? I'm a Gohan fan. So if I'm going to go, oh yeah, that's sick, I can't talk trash about Ultra Vegeta 1. I can't. Now, Roderick, you bring up a good point. I would have loved, and Toriyama, you know I love you, dog. I would love that for every Saiyan, their Super Saiyan forms were different. That's not going to happen. But there are some differences when it comes to obtaining power, right? This is my headcanon now. As a writer, I write, right? I kind of do my own little writings for Dragon Ball sometimes. As a writer, there are certain characters, different forms that are just, it's of that level, but it's different. Let's take, we can arguably say the strongest Super Saiyan 2 form is Gohan. Like, he's the first one to go it. For some reason, anytime he goes Super Saiyan 2, the fight is over basically instantly. But then Gohan goes and gets a different level of power. He gets the should require Super Saiyan God before achieving powers beyond. I kind of want the Super Saiyan gods to stop with Goku and Vegeta and just let everyone have just an ability that is of equal power. I definitely I don't want to see everybody. It's just like in superheroes, where it's like, all right, everybody has Super Saiyan 4, which is nice. I'm glad everybody gets the form, or everybody gets three. Not everybody uses them, but everybody gets it. I was kind of like, like Vegeta said at the end of Daima, it's like a Super Saiyan bargain sale. Not everybody needs it, right? Variants of level would be great. Like everyone's Super Saiyan form kind of looks the same, and that's good because that's the starter. Goku is like the guy who trains hard and gets like the next one. This is what it should look like. But oh look, when Vegeta goes to a level beyond, like exactly. When Vegeta goes slightly above, he gets this thick neck and he's strong as hell. Well, he eventually gets Super Saiyan 2, but and his kind of looks like Goku's, but he took a different path to get there. Now that he has Ultra Vegeta 1, it's like, okay, I can see you're gonna get it, but we can see your progress. What's it? Kale and Super Broly. Super Broly's so better than Z Broly. I apologize if any of y'all are fans of Z Broly. He's a good villain for those first two movies. We don't talk about the third movie. Don't talk about it. But I like this. Like, you start as a Super Saiyan, boom. Oh man, my level beyond that is not yours. It's comparable to yours on power, depending on how we want to write this story. Because, like Stan Lee once said, who beats who? It depends on what the writer wants. But I like that. I like that. Let's talk about. Look, I'm not a fan of super future Trunks because that blue hair is throwing me off, which is that Trunks is not the same Trunks we knew. He's literally a different timeline Trunks. I don't ever want to have that argument with anybody else again, or that debate with anybody else again. My Trunks is purple hair, and whereas his jacket got ripped up, so now he's showing the guns like a trucker. That's my Trunks. But Super Future Trunks, what was his form called? Like Super Saiyan 2 anger form. Like his Super Saiyan 2 form was like a mix of like God and Super Saiyan 2, being the only reason why he was able to go toe to toe with Rose Goku. Sip a little bit of the Rose. That's Super Saiyan 2 Rage. That's what it was called. I like that. I like when you guys splinter off and it's like, yeah, this is on the level, but that requires a different kind of writing. One of the things I will always respect writers for is eventually, you know what's funny about that, Roderick? In Xenoverse, that Trunks, who is technically purple hair Trunks, that Trunks does get Super Saiyan God form the official way, like the way Goku got it, where we're holding hands and singing Kumbaya. He gets that form that way, but I'm okay with it because he didn't really use Super Saiyan 4 all that much. We can say Bio Broly, make a clone Broly, and become Phantom. Bro, I need you to subscribe to this channel because that's smart. Subscribe if you aren't. That is smart. I don't know if they would think to do that. For those who aren't paying attention, or if you can't look at the chat, Phantom Flame says we can save Bio Broly by cloning Super Broly and he becomes Dragon Ball Z Broly. That would be great. And you know, we can finally have the battle of Z Broly versus Super Broly, and have Z Broly fans are gonna be pissed because Super Broly will go Super Saiyan 2 Legendary and squash him as he should, but I would love that. Wasn't strong? I feel like he was strong in the anime, only because this is what's weird. And this is, I'm not trying to write for them. It's weird because he has God Ki, right? Because at his core he's Zamasu, and that's what is explained somewhere. Maybe I'm making this up. But because at his core he's Zamasu, when he goes Super Saiyan, it becomes pink. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I like pink. Pink is cool. That's great. But that means he also has the God key. Now, here's what's crazy about this. I think Toya Taro said this, or it's pretty obvious. Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta were about to wipe the floor with Goku Black before he could transform because he didn't know what he was doing. I also question if they could have actually killed him since he was technically in a mortal's body. But if you have the mind and spirit of your God form, can you actually die? Again, I'm asking questions that will never get answered. Which, again, you can tell I like Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Goku Black comes back and gets one of those timekeeper masks. And he gets Super Saiyan 3, but he also gets like this weird alternate form, showing like, oh yeah, he could be much stronger if he wanted to. And that's another thing when we're talking about variants of power and stuff, right? Who is the Vegito? What's Vegito's finishing move? Spirit Sword, made by molding ki with your hand. Goku Black does the same thing and then makes scythes. So you mean to tell me that Goku has a hidden talent that he doesn't use? We could. If you don't explore that with him, would be nice to explore that with Pan. I'm just saying. Pan, who, okay, so Gohan is canonically the strongest character, right? And that's not why I like him. I like him because he has potential, and that's my dude. Kind of, you don't like to fight until you have to. That's kind of a thing I share in common with him. Also, Big Brother. I have Big Brother energy, I've been told. But why can't it be that, Gohan sent, passed on his genes to Pan, because Pan went Super Saiyan in the womb. She can technically go Super Saiyan now. I don't know why we didn't see that. And did we see that in the superhero movie? I don't even think we saw that. I think we saw like a flash of it. But why don't we go, why don't we have Goku and Piccolo, her two of her three granddads, go, hey, there's a thing I can do. I don't like doing it. I'm going to teach you how to mold your ki and you can make weapons. You can do so many different things with Dragon Ball. That is, as a person who loves Dragon Ball Z, I can see the failings, I can accept the failings, and see where you can go. But what I will never do, because this is one of my pet peeves, I will never say say a show is trash because of an idea that I have that they don't do. I will get mad if a show is obviously going in a direction and they don't go it, like moving on from Goku, or you're trying to show us more of the characters because you see that your other shows, your My Heroes, your Boruto's, your Boruto Dad shows, even your Bleach now, and One Piece all have these characters that are more than just the guy on the front of the shirt. And I appreciate you trying to do more, Super, but you can do even more. Like, if you didn't do the thing that I'm saying, show all these other characters, then I'm going to get annoyed. Like, you should have been doing that. But I can't be mad. Whereas, like, Phantom has this amazing idea of, like, yeah, you guys redeemed, well, I don't want to say redeemed Gohan, but let's just say you redeemed Gohan. You made Piccolo even stronger. And then you said, okay, we're gonna bring in Broly. You can do so much more stuff. Thoughts on Sparking Zero? So, as a person who tries to have time to play video games, and it's so funny that I can find time to play my handhelds because it's just easy to pick up and put back down, like my Switch. I play the shit out of Pokemon. I haven't been able to play Sparking Zero as much as I want to. I like it though. We're talking about what if scenarios. That's actually one of the was that in Tenkaichi 3? The what if scenarios? I feel like it was. Where it's like, what if this happened here? It happens in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the game on Switch. They have what if scenarios. I like that. Sparking Zero, while the combat is still, it's the combat of Tenkaichi, or what they call it sparking. They call it sparking in the in Japan. It's the same combat. I like that we have, hey, if you have Krillin go instead, Krillin's there in the fight with Raditz, or it's Krillin and Piccolo versus Raditz. I like that. That's a you get it. You get an A from me. I usually do things out of 5. You get a 4 out of 5 just from that alone. So the only thing I had trouble, I ain't gonna lie, I had trouble fighting Grade 8 Vegeta until I understood how that sparking mode worked. No, he was whooping my ass for a minute, but then I figured it out and I'm good. Which, thank you, Roderick. You just reminded me I need to go back and try to play some more of that game. And let me get to one more. Vegeta the GOAT. You know what, Wolf? As a Gohan fan, I will say Vegeta is the GOAT. You said whack. Are you saying whack to me getting beaten by Grade 8 Vegeta? Are you saying that Vegeta being the GOAT is whack? I will say Vegeta is the GOAT, right? I mean, if I stopped watching Dragon Ball after Cell Saga, I'm like, yeah, Vegeta did throw that energy ball at Cell's knee and made his knee buckle. Because Vegeta's like, well, Gohan. That's another thing I want to talk about. How come? You know who should have been training Gohan? Vegeta. He didn't like Vegeta until Super. Oh, when you saw that he was a good dad and he's willing to do a bingo dance to save the universe. Android 21 possessed by the evil Janemba instead of just Boo. Oh no, so look, right. We redoing movies. I don't know if they're going to do it anymore because it's a rights issue with Capsule Corp, and because Toriyama was working on those movies. I don't know if they're going to do them anymore. Android 21 is also one of my favorite characters. I love Android 21, but have her getting taken over by Janemba. I mean, we got to see her real name. I can't remember her real name, but we got to see her in the superhero movie. Why not? I brought her back in one of my outlines for a story. Why not? Talking about Vegeta doing the bingo dance, but Vegeta should have been the one to train Gohan after a while. Like, think about it. Vegeta apologizes to Gohan when, like, he sees Trunks get killed in front of him. It's my fault. Oh, I'm sorry, Gohan. And, like, Gohan's looking like, oh, shit, we're about to die because Vegeta's saying sorry? Oh, no. Vegeta said sorry. Vegeta hit that ball at the end of Cell, like, that's for my son. And when Vomi, thank you. See, I love people. Like, I appreciate it when I get corrected because I don't know everything. And unfortunately, I have too much stuff in here. Like, there's too much stuff in here for me to remember everything. But Vegeta was also the only one outside of Piccolo who was like, Gohan, I know damn well you ain't struggling with this dude here. You struggling with him? He is no-name villain number 87. You struggling with him? What happened to the dude that one punched all these little miniature cells and then made Cell throw up a grown woman? That is why Vegeta should have been the person training him. Even in Super, you got Vegeta going, so we're going to bring Gohan in? And Goku's initially going, I don't know. Gohan doesn't like to fight. Shut up. Shut up, Super Goku. Shut your mouth. God, the way they did Goku in Super. What's that thing you're doing with your face, Vegeta? You mean kissing, Kakarot? You have 2 kids. Have you not kissed your wife? And Gigi just takes it. Which, by the by, there are pictures. There are wedding pictures of Goku and Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball where they kiss. Horrible joke. I don't mind a joke. Make the joke make sense, please. You telling me this 40-something man with 2 kids, Chi-Chi probably got another one on the way, and he don't know what a kiss is? Okay. 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 You even had a moment where in Super Goku, I think it was in the manga, the last manga chapter, maybe. I can't remember where. Someone correct me. There's a moment where Goku acts like he forgot Pan's name. And Vegeta's like, I almost said a word that I will never say on camera with Mitch Company. I almost said this word, but there was a word. He's like, you forgot your granddaughter's name? What? Stop playing Goku. I'm not even a Goku fan. I appreciate Goku now because of Daima, but stop playing. But yes, Vegeta should have, and so like lions, lots of race. No, exactly. That's literally them. Because in my writings, I also do more Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is a kung fu representation, and unfortunately, it seems like they don't like China or kung fu. Look at what they do to Tien Shinhan. Kung Fu Man gets mistreated. It's kind of look at what they did to Master Roshi. Literally was Jackie Chun. He did Kung Fu. For some reason, get out Kung Fu. We only like karate. Because I'm not a big fan of. I'm not the hugest fan of like fan drawings or fan writing. Because one, I'm particular with my art. Two, as a person who writes, I try not to like rip off ideas. But there's a person who was thinking the same way I did. And they drew before the last chapters of Super that came out, where it was Goku versus Beast Gohan. Someone drew Purple People Eater Vegeta fighting Gohan with Beast Mode. Because Vegeta stood up and goes, I want to see how strong you are now, boy. And in my mind, I'm like, that is a thing that would happen. Like, superhero, thanks to Toriyama, fixes the fact that, yeah, Gohan is Superman. I have to work. I have dissertations. I have a kid. I have a wife. Now, even though I married into money, I still got to work. And I like what I do for a living. But I also recognize I need to save the world, because it can't always be Goku and Vegeta go off planet to have couples retreats with Whis and Beerus. I have to train, and even admits that he trains in superhero. He has his Piccolo outfit, which, by the by, Gohan has the best outfits in Dragon Ball Z. Don't add me. Gohan has the best fits. Tien needs to push his students to push himself to the same boat they dream. Yes, oh, hold on one second. Where's my phone? Oh yeah, my phone acting up over here. I guess it's getting too hot. Anyway, I agree. I fully agree. That's unfortunate that Tien and Videl both need to that. Where'd that comment go? There it is. I agree. Although I don't know, man. Like, you know what I think of kung fu characters? Krillin, on the other hand, has to face his OP wife. Dude, he has to face his OP wife. And he could probably face his equally OP brother-in-law. Which, when we talk about jokes done well, I love the Marin joke that they did. When 17's like, her name's not Marin, it's Marion. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. She even said to 17, I will kill you if you say that again. It was like, okay, a good joke. Here's my thing when it comes to the kung fu people. The best representation, by the way, here's a background for me. My favorite 3. Even though I do everything's in 5s, I would do my favorite 3 characters from Naruto. My favorite 3 characters in Naruto, in order. And it sucks because this is actually how they died. It is Itachi, Jiraiya, Neji. Neji's also kung fu. But there's a kung fu person better than Neji. It's Rock Lee. Why can't Tien and Videl and Krillin have a little bit of Rock Lee in them? Meaning, not just they get cool ass moments and cool forms and can do some cool stuff like fight this bone dude while drunk. I'm saying, I got the get. Yeah. Why can't Rock Lee's inspiration for getting stronger is fighting Neji, the perfect dude? So how come Tien's like, yeah, my inspiration for being strong is to fight. We won't even use Goku because that's Vegeta's dude, right? I want to get stronger than Piccolo. Piccolo is technically stronger than me. I don't even know if I even have. I got these Dragon Ball cards right here. Let me see if I can randomly find a Piccolo card. Oh yeah, look at that right there. Let me see. That was a Piccolo card, but it's not a card that has him on it. On the card, y'all. You want to know what Piccolo's status besides Namekian is? It's God. Piccolo's technically still is a god. Now, we all know in certain religions and in certain mythologies, gods can indeed die, which Piccolo has done, I guess, twice if you care about GT, but he's done once, right? I can see Tien being like, I couldn't beat Daimo Piccolo. You are technically his son. It's weird. I don't know how y'all work. Y'all like slugs. You are technically his son. I'm gonna make it my life's mission to at least be stronger than you. I can't get to Goku because that's Goku. Vegeta, he a little a-hole. First of all, I'm gonna interrupt myself. Y'all, Tien has never forgotten what Vegeta has done to them, because there was a point in conversation, I think in Super, where he's like, y'all bringing him? It was like, I think it was in Super. He's like, y'all bringing him? And they're like, Vegeta hasn't done anything bad in a long time, so he's reformed. And they all start clapping, and Vegeta's like, I hate all of you. So he don't care about Vegeta. He gonna go after Piccolo, because like, yo, Piccolo, I know you on our side now, but yo, daddy still threw hands on me, and I'm not gonna forget that. Tien is literally the only one. Look, I have my first belt in Kung Fu. So I have like a bias towards Kung Fu. I grew up watching Kung Fu movies when their lips would move like this and the words would have to catch up. I love all that stuff. Dude, Space Hitler is insane. They had to water down Frieza so hard that Goku goes, nah, I ain't worried about him. And Vegeta, Vegeta says, you dumbass, why did you let him come back to life? The biggest shade, really, what color? Wait, what color are we talking about? Wait, go back, because I'm kind of on a delay. What color of what? Belt? Oh, it's black. For the Kung Fu or Gung Fu that I was in, you get your first, it's not a belt, it's a sash. You get your first sash, the second sash, third sash, and then there's names. I forgot the first name, but the next one is Waru Ren, then it's Jiru Ren, and then you become Sifu. It's a process. Fun fact, my I think my, what was it? My animal was bear. Yeah, my animal was bear, which is funny enough. Is there a bear style? I don't know. There's a bear form. I know that. Well, at least I have that written down. But yeah, they had to water Frieza so hard. And Goku throws the biggest shade. Make one. I should. Frieza throws it, they throw the biggest shade, like, we could beat him. No, you can't, because we got Black Air Forces now. He shows up and goes, Frieza shows up and goes, yeah, I found this room where today isn't today. Today is like 14 days. I don't know what that's about, but I sure got strong. Which kind of, so I have a character that I made. GT did the cast dirty. I think dude. They did. That's not even. Yep, that's one of So before I get back on what I was gonna say, one of the things about GT Yeah, 10 years and 3 days is insane. It was the better hyperbolic time chamber, which, hold on now. This is what got me excited about it. Not because Frieza became Black Air Forces. It's the same reason why I love Daima. We got more lore. You're telling me. And this is something people forget. There's Super Dragon Balls, where the Dragon Balls are as big as a planet. And if you forget about them, they actually become a planet and someone has to destroy those planets. But they're big as planets. So not only are there other Dragon Balls that we've seen in multiverses across the galaxy in different universes, there's also other time chambers in other parts of the galaxy. Now, I appreciate Dende fixing the hyperbolic time chamber. We all know Vegeta was juicing on that time chamber. He said, I love the time chamber. Time chamber is my friend. Besides Vegeta and Trunks, the only other person who got benefit out of time chamber was, you guessed it, class, it was Gohan. That's why Gohan needs to train with Vegeta. Anyway, funny thing about Frieza becomes golden because, well, the thing that killed me was golden. I become golden. Now I become black because it's such a, when you see power-ups, people don't normally become a darker color, which is one of the things I do in right. I have like this idea of like this character that your color rating just becomes darker as you become stronger. We don't see a lot of it. Well, actually, we don't see that at all outside of Black Air Forces Frieza, right? And I saw a thing today where people believe like the next arc is going to be about fighting Frieza Black. I don't want that anymore. I don't want that, just like I didn't want them to rehash Cell. I mean, Superhero did it the best way. It's like, yeah, no, I heard this thing was hard to control, so I just made it dumb. Because if it was smart, it'd be bad. One Piece Black Blades count? Ooh. They kind of do. Like, we're so used to in anime, man, I'm transforming, sping, my hair is spikier, and it's a different color. That's nice. I like colors. Like, my favorite colors are blue, green, and purple. Cool. But I like it when a character goes, I'm going to transform. I was this, now it's just black. I like that. That is a cool thing to do. Just do the reverse. Or even, so I support black artists and stuff like that. There's a pilot of a show called Pretty Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. The girl in it is a magical girl, but she doesn't want to be one. Her transformation is her turning into a normal person. But when she turns into a magical girl, it's just bleh. It's just like, eh. But then when she transforms to a normal person, that is the glitz and glamour. I like that. Give me more of that anime, please. But yeah, no, I don't want us to retread Frieza. Like, yeah, he's still here. It just means they got to get stronger. Which, hold on. Now here is another plot hole. You let Frieza go. So now he's back to conquering planets. So Goku, you just don't give a shit. I think at this point Frieza is meant to remain a recurring villain like Team Rocket, but more successful. He's not meant to be defeated and serve as a foil. That makes sense, but you guys let a dude who's a universe galaxy conqueror go. Why though? Why are we letting him go? Like, even Vegeta said why. See, what's gonna happen is the same thing with Granola Bar. Granola Bar is like, oh, you're a Saiyan, you Saiyans are evil. Oh wait, your daddy saved my mama and that saved me. Well, no, what's gonna happen is gonna be someone's gonna show up, go, yeah, this Frieza guy literally destroyed all of our race. And Vegeta's gonna go, so it's happened again. I told you not to do that, Kakarot. And Goku's gonna be like, I didn't know this would happen. And the guy's gonna look at Goku. So you did this. And then it's gonna be needs to direct Goku and Vegeta to one of those time changes. Dude, If not, right? I would love for Beerus, because this is another thing that annoyed me about Beerus and Whis yelling at Bulma like, you shouldn't have time travel technology. Oh look, we made a Deus Ex so we never see future Trunks again. I mean to hold up one finger, and it's not the proper one. Why don't you go to Dende and say, hey, you know you can make this room even stronger. Like 3 days is like 10 years in here, and the Saiyans don't even really age. Like that, 10 years is nothing for y'all. Now, granted, Gohan might go a little stir crazy, and might pop out and be like, Vegeta, I need you in here for like a quick 2 seconds, and she gonna come out with some twins. But yeah, Beerus, go to Dende, say, hey, power up this room. Also, let's make another exit so people aren't stuck in there. It's hard. It's hard for Dragon Ball, especially Super, to have, because like a villain like Goma, it reminded me of like literally the first Frieza saga, like initial like Frieza saga period, where like you got to fight all these other underlings, and these people are kind of strong. Now you get to fight the big boss, and that's gonna take a while, because apparently we ain't seen nothing like Frieza before. I don't think you can do that anymore. Moro was close. That arc was close. I do not, but the thing is, I don't want Super to end like GT. I don't want Super to go, oh man, well, Goku's got to fly off into the sky and merge with, become the new, what it was, Whis Angel, become the new angel that's the keeper to the god of destruction that is purple people eater Vegeta. I don't want that to happen. I hope both of them turn it down and go, nah, I don't want that. Because remember, Jiren technically should have been the god of destruction, and he said, nah, I don't want it. Let Big Hands McGee, aka Topo, do it. Topo was probably like the best rival for Vegeta, because dude was self-righteous, and Vegeta is kind of full of himself too. But yeah, also another thing, if you have not thumbs up this live, do so, because that actually counts and helps. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about when it comes to Dragon Ball, and like Dragon Ball Super, Daima, Superhero, original Dragon Ball Z? Let's talk about it. I got them going on. Oh wow, I'm going close to 2 hours. I'm gonna have to get off here in a minute. But anything else y'all want to talk about? I love Daima. I have to do, after I get more of my reviews out, like I gotta finish Sakamoto Days. I want Sakamoto Days to finish, and then I want to finish season 2 of Kinnikuman, and then I might do another top. I might do a top 10, my top 10 anime period of right now, because Daima has definitely cracked the list. I guess the next step will be the demon that defeated Cheers. Ooh, that would be interesting. And it hops from Universe 11 to where the Z Fighter from? Universe 7? Yeah, Universe 7, because Universe 6 is the skinny Saiyans with skinny arms. That would be cool. The 4 fighters beneath the Grand Priest. What the hell showed up? Dude, Toa. Which I actually have. Nope. Yeah, here she is right here. So, I do show this card in my review. Toa, who was from Xenoverse. See, the Xenoverse story makes sense too. Like Toa and Mira, and then you get Fu. And when Fu becomes this spoiler, because it goes, oh, well, there is a super supreme demon king who wants to come back. Demigra comes, and now he has all these lackeys, but I really don't want to work with him because he's an a-hole. And then it's like, oh, well, then we got Hearts. And Hearts and Xenoverse, well, I think Hearts is also on Superheroes, but Hearts in Xenoverse and Super is what Frieza is to Goku and Super. Like, he is this villain that they locked up and they kicked his butt. And it's like, yeah, we got to free him because now we have a even bigger evil that requires Hearts. I like the concept of Dragon Ball, and I like the stuff, some of the stuff that we get. I feel like Dragon Ball should definitely take breaks, like take longer breaks. Finish an arc and be like, all right, we want to do this other thing. Okay, don't come back for like 2.5 years, and then like split it in half. Cause I'm also doing. I gotta finish Rurouni Kenshin. Cause yeah. Rurouni Kenshin, I thought they were going to stop at like 12, 13 episodes. They said, no, we doing 26 episodes for every half. Don't do that, Dragon Ball. Just cut it. Cut it, please. Maybe Daima come back. Oh, that's another thing. So, I talked about how seemed like they wanted to do a sequel for Daima, right? There's two characters that I did not see. One of them is Gohan, the other one is Videl. Was it thought of that, hey, if we do a sequel to Daima, to Daima, should we have Gohan be like the guy to fight the next guy? Because, in my dirty mind, what was Gohan and Videl doing when everyone got turned little? Like, is that going to be an awkward thing? Were they like were they being lovey-dovey? It's like, oh no, I'm a kid. Oh no, I'm a kid too. Which would be, we haven't never seen a child Videl. We've seen child Gohan. See, I could have gotten 10-year-old little Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, and for some reason, y'all didn't put him in there. And I get it. If you got Gohan, why do you need Goku killing everybody? Well, give me Gohan. Why not Gohan? Why? Why not? Just, I don't know. And I just remember before when they were leaving in episode, was it 3? Episode 3, I remember them leaving, and then Krillin and 18 like, well, we'll take care of the kids. We'll take care of the babies. We got a little baby Marin, that's adorable. We'll take care of all of them. And then I'm like, okay, so where's Gohan? And then they come back, get Vegeta and Piccolo, and it's like, okay, well, where's Gohan though? And then the series ends. And I say once more, where's Gohan? You better not tell me Gohan was reading the damn book. Chi-Chi was there, and Chi-Chi went, all right, I'm going to go home, get a step stool, and wash dishes because y'all are gone. Where's Go? We even saw Little Ox King with Roshi becoming old again. Anybody notice that younger Roshi looks like Krillin? Now, it could just be an artist thing, but younger Roshi looks like Krillin. Krillin needs some more training. He could be hundreds of years old like Turtle Hermit and still be with his unaging wife. So I like to imagine the Diamond Earth cast coincidentally started a separate adventure. Oh, that would be cool. Although, we already know what Krillin, Yamcha, Puar, Oolong, 18, Marin were doing. We didn't see Goten and Trunks go from babies to adults either. Well, we saw it in the ending because they're riding around on hoverboards like Marty McFly. But why were they riding on hoverboards? Where that Phantom? When I do another of these lives, you better show up, bro, because that's great. That's great. That's a good idea. Oh, Wolf, that's just, there are people like Kaizoku that don't like Vegeta. It's kind of what it is. I will say my favorite Vegeta moment of all time, period, was the first Final Flash. That's my first favorite moment. My second favorite moment is when he did the final explosion on Toppo and didn't die. Yeah. That's a great idea, Phantom. That's your season 2. That is season 2 of Daima. Season 2 of Daima is literally what was going on while this was going on? Grace say a man mini. Look, so I said earlier in this live that Gohan has the best outfits, period. I don't care what y'all say. You can even talk about take the helmet off of Great Saiyan Man, even though I like, Kamen Rider, keep the helmet on. Take the helmet off and then take the cape off. That green and black outfit, that was tight. like him in Super Saiyan form, which also I think that was an homage to Android 16. Like I have the pictures side by side from the manga, but I can see a miniature Great Saiyan man and miniature Great Saiyan man number two, because that's who Videl was, going out there. You got the little baby, you got baby Goten and baby Trunks, babble babble, but they're talking to each other, going like, "Yeah, we need to help them out." Super Saiyan babies, like Muppet babies, Saiyan babies, and they're helping them. And so there's footage of like mini Great Saiyan man, mini Great Saiyan man number two. Welcome back. I'm gonna call you EJ. Welcome back, EJ. Man, we're about to like 10 minutes. I'm about to wrap up. You came back at the right time. I would love to see that, like miniature them fighting crime, but see, because it's called, I don't think people would go for that. Well, guess what? I was one of the people that didn't go for Daima, period, because I saw they were little. Make the writing as good as Daima and do some cool stuff. This man, I apologize to anybody that doesn't like Daima. You are entitled to your opinion. Maybe it's just not for you. Maybe you like the old stuff more, and that's fine. Daima is leagues. It's some of the best writing we've got in a while. I know everyone's looking for the next Super. like Lil Jon said, read a book. We got that in manga form. You want to see Moro? Read the manga. Okay, so old ones like me and Kaizoku, we had this issue of watching anime. Chime in if I'm right. Old ones like us, most of the anime we would watch would catch up to the manga, and then they start doing filler, and they would divert, and stuff would be so different. And so we sitting here like, I gotta read the book now because this don't make any sense. And so then we start reading the book, and the book is leagues better than this filler crap we're getting. Y'all new ones in like the 2010s, like from 2012 up to now, y'all are spoiled, because guess what? Now they realize we can't treat our animators like slaves. We have to give them breaks. Oh man, I feel so bad for that Mappa crew that had to do Attack on Titan, because now everyone's like, yeah, with the passing of I'm not a big Berserk fan, but was it Daichi Miura, passing of Miura, passing of Akira Toriyama, Kazuki Takahashi died trying to save somebody. So with the passing of the two, my dude who does Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho being sick, I feel bad by not knowing his name. We got to start not working these people to death. Sounds like Promised Neverland. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Two of the reasons why I did not watch Promised Neverland, Togashi, thank you. Two of the reasons I didn't watch it, I heard it splits off, and then the premise just kind of made me go, I don't know if I want to watch this. I don't know if I want to watch this. This looks different, but the premise made me go, ugh. What we got here? Well, if Daima explored the demon realm, the other adventure go explore the dragon world. Someone get this man a shield. Get this man a shield. That's smart. See, you can still call it. I was thinking you can call it Daima again, right? You can just call it Dragon Ball Dragon World. I wouldn't, but you can call it Daima again. And somebody who was watching going, oh man, so these dudes that beat Boo, they're going to go fight Goma. Why don't I show up to Earth and just try to take over Earth? And that's where our story of Mini Saiyan Man 1, Mini Saiyan Man 2, and Saiyan babies save everybody. And then when Glorio makes that wish, I know this is too coincidental, but I would love Glorio's making that wish, and this villain's like, I'm strong. I even created these things called the Tetran Oculus. I can just make one in my head right now. And you go, I'm writing this for you. Look, Dragon Ball, Shueisha, take our ideas. Me and Phantom are giving you these ideas. You can have them. Just make the story make sense and animate it beautifully like you did Daima. That's fantastic. Mwah, right there. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just Daima did a good job too of not making Piccolo look like a slouch. Like Piccolo just kind of hung back, but when he needed to throw hands, you see how he chopped so the Supreme Kai's brother in the neck, just like one hit or quit. That Piccolo chop, you done. Promise Neverland. Oh boy, that is a series. Kaizoku would tell y'all. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of, like, gore in my mangas. Now, don't ask me why I was reading Gantz. There's a particular scene a week. There's a particular scene with an alien baby. That's all I will say if y'all are interested in reading it. I don't know about the anime. I feel like the anime suffers from old anime syndrome where it's like, oh, we gotta divert because the manga's not done. And it will have you questioning things of like religion and stuff like that. I've seen like panels of what happens with like final bosses in that show, which pretty good subject matter, right? But if you're strong in your faith, you'll be fine. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. That made me go, well, okay, I can't do it. And then we have, what's the show? Terra Farmers. And I said, oh, this looks interesting. Why did I read Terraformers? Why did I read? I read the beginning of that. I said, oh no. Y'all, if you think Attack on Titan, you've watched the live action, I'm not watching that live action. If you think Attack on Titan, if anyone thinks Attack on Titan is bloody, which I was like, I don't want to see people get eaten. I respect what y'all doing. Why did I read that the first girl that you were like, oh man, she's cute and she's hot. She's gonna make. Oh. Okay. Okay then. The Terraformers lore. Look. Terraformers lore is deep. It's like we were talking about another Araki, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like Phantom said, Araki will destroy a whole verse. Look, when you write stuff like Gantz and Terraformers and Attack on Titan, these guys are not afraid to go, oh, you like this person? It's like EJ, Elliot Jr. You like Jujutsu Kaisen. Did you know the author in that show picks who dies based on who's the most popular? That is diabolical. That is diabolical. Oh, you like this character. Noted. And actually, to my people in here who like, I've been talking about Naruto of the big three. You know, this is on brand for Dragon Ball. What does my guy called? Kishimoto. Can't remember his first name because he's a twin. Kishimoto. This man, he killed my people off in the order of which I like them. Okay, Itachi's the GOAT, right? He's a terminal illness. Dude has ninja cancer and is still whooping everybody's ass. Cool, he dies, whatever. Then Jiraiya, and I'm like, why'd you kill Jiraiya? Okay, cool. By the way, this is spoilers for stuff that is like, when did all this happen? Didn't this happen like in 2010, 2012? Like this. Anyway, then we get to Neji. Y'all want to know why he killed Neji? Kishimoto killed Neji for one reason, and it has nothing to do with the West. That's the thing we have to learn as Westerners. The information that we give to them, they get it after the fact. They care about what goes on in Nihon, what happens in Japan, much more. They'll listen to us a little bit. He killed off Neji because people were saying, man, for a great ninja war, there ain't nobody dying. And he said, Kishimoto said, bet. I thought, Kaizoku, you might be able to, Neji would have been in the face. Neji, you know what's funny about Neji? I hated him so much when he showed up, and he still became my favorite character. He is the definition of, you need an ass whooping to turn your life around. What if Sans from Undertale ran a Dragon Ball Gauntlet of Frieza, Broly, Gohan, Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta, Goku? How far would he go? I love to answer silly questions like this. I love that. How far was Sans from? So, for those of you who have not played Undertale, play it. Play pacifist first, where you don't kill anything. That's hard, but do pacifist mode where you can't, where you don't play, where you don't kill anything. Then play a mode where you kill everything, and then play neutral. But pacifist mode, I think, gets you the true ending because I've watched a lot of streams of that, and it's a big fan base. Sans Undertale, mechanically, it's one of the strongest characters in that universe. Sans Undertale's freaking strong as hell. So, if I were to equate power levels here, right? Sans can beat Frieza. Oh, I feel so bad about saying Piccolo. He could be okay if we're talking about Gauntlet in that order. He's gonna have a hard time with Super Broly. Like Super Broly might end that streak before it begins. But if I'm just like, if he's just randomly fighting people because I don't know, he thinks they killed his brother. Piccolo's going down. Sorry, Piccolo. Frieza's going down. Vegeta will have him on the ropes, and then Sans pulls out those. They're not dragons; they're technically snakes. But he's gonna pull out those bone dragons, and Vegeta's gonna be like, "What? He has another level of I'm hurt." Him fighting Gohan and Goku is where, bro, I'm not trying to disrespect Vegeta, but Vegeta's gonna look at Sans and is gonna be like, "You ain't strong." Then Sans gonna get that blue eye flaring up. Vegeta will underestimate him. He will mess around and underestimate Sans based on how he looks, and then he's gonna feel the energy and be like, "Oh no, final flash! Oh, it's too late, Bulma." Gohan, Goku. I don't think he could beat Broly, but Gohan, Goku, I feel like those are 50-50. Those are 50-50. Depends on who you want to win. Now if you want to do a gauntlet of all the other ones, clears Yamcha. he clears Tien. Who else is he? You know what? Yajirobe would beat him though. Yajirobe would win. Frieza and Vegeta do be making their own. Man, and you know what's bogus about Daima for Vegeta? People were shitting on Vegeta in that show, and Vegeta was just existing. Like, he was just like, why should I answer you? And Vegeta's like, if I kill him, there's no one to drive the plane. Can you please answer my question? Look at Will. I said that just to mess with you. But no. And then when Vegeta's talking to Anrisu, and she goes, "You lowly creature, you want to talk to me?" And I was like, "Oh, so the series is about to end right now." Vegeta and Daima has the same growth that Vegeta and Super does. Let me be clear about something. Now, I said I do not like Dragon Ball Super Goku. Dragon Ball Super Vegeta, though, Kaizoku was right. He is technically the main character of that show. Like, Dragon Ball Super Vegeta is the GOAT of that show. Has the most character development, has the most character growth. Even in the manga, when you get to the granola part, he recognizes the wrongs that he has done. By far, the best character in Super. Super benefited Vegeta and Vegeta alone. Period. Only character that benefited from Super is Vegeta. And Daima keeps that. Like, he's still like, you're gonna have to kill me if you want me to stop fighting. And Bulma goes, I will never take a bath with you again. He goes, I value the booty over the battle, which I see you, dog. That's real. Happy DBS Goku learned from Bardock. I need to read that some more because I wish Goku would do like the rebellion trigger and stuff. It also benefited from Android 17. Bro, until I met Kaizoku, I thought I was the only person that liked 17. Because I don't know if I did a top 5 Dragon Ball fights. I did a top 5 Goku fights. Top 5 Dragon Ball Z fights. Android 17 versus Piccolo. It's in top 5. Easily top 5. It may not be 1 or 2, but it's in the top 5. Android 17 is cool as hell. Super 17 is one of the best characters to come out of GT. Period. And I hate the fact that they kind of used him and then they tossed him to the side and he got killed. But 17, one of the better characters, and he doesn't do much. Hold on, I missed something. P.S. We are using fan-in characters versus super versions of the characters. Fan-in is bloodlusted. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I don't try to do fan-in. I try to do what I know. I try to pick what I know about these characters. Like, I don't try to death battle it, where for some reason death battle people think we're going to take every version of this character that ever existed and put them into one character. That does not work. You have to pick a character and point in time. Even with comic book characters, I'm a comic book nerd. One day I will do a live about comic book stuff. I hope you guys show up. But let's take my favorite character. Well, my favorite character, I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my dude. Miles Morales or Peter Parker? Yes, love them both. Miles edges out Peter, but also technically I'm a Ben Reilly fan and I love Superior Spider-Man, which is Otto Octavius. But let's just take Spider-Man, period. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, period. Spider-Man, mechanically, is as strong as a base level Hulk. Y'all probably don't believe me. He's always holding back all the time. If you were to tell me, hey, Spider-Man versus 17. Okay, which Spider-Man? Are we talking about Spider-Man that's an assassin? Or are we talking about Spider-Man that's in 616? Because 616 Spider-Man in 8 Deaths of Peter Parker, spoilers if you are currently reading that, he gets magic powers bestowed upon him from the Sorcerer Supreme Doom. And he has these reeds that bring him back to life. He has magic. So, yeah, that Peter Parker can definitely fight 17 and win. Or are we just talking about Peter Parker from 2002? When doing fights, these things matter. That's when I try to say Superman would beat Goku, which is... It is complete foolishness. Because which Goku? I put it... Look, which Goku, which Superman? Like, the problem I have with Superman is that he can do too much. I'm okay with him being super strong, super fast, the ice breath, the laser eyes, I can see through things, the super speed. I'm okay with all that. But now we're going into Superman pulled the sun. I can deal with Superman sitting in the sun. You're telling me Superman pulled the sun, he pulled the universe. I do like there's a short comic book when he lets Atlas, who's holding up the world, he lets him go see his daughter get married and he's holding up the world. But it's more than just the weight of the world. It's representation of like your guilt and your sins. That's a fantastic comic. But what Superman are we talking about? Because there was a it was a magazine for those of you who are old from the 90s and 2000s like me. I'm gonna keep shouting you out, Black Kaizoku. Like the both of us. Wizards magazine did Goku versus Vegeta. They are mostly known for comic books. And they said Goku Super Saiyan would beat Superman at that time. And guess what? Even in Death Battle, Superman would still lose to Goku. As a matter of fact, Death Battle did that battle twice when Goku got his God mode. And they were like, yeah, no, Superman's still strong. No, he's not. No. I'm sorry. Whether you like Goku or not, Superman's not beating Goku. Which again, when we talk about, another thing, I'm gonna have to do a whole nother live. And I make long goodbyes, I'm sorry, but I gotta do another live talking about silliness in the anime community. When I see people talk about Naruto ain't touching Luffy though, but can he beat Goku though? If you put all these characters from their different universes on like a battle world from Secret Wars comics, their powers are comparable with each other based on the physics of their universe. One Punch Man would be really strong, yes, but he's not one-shotting Goku. He's just really strong. Depending on which version of Naruto we're talking about and which version of Luffy we're talking about, yeah, they might be comparable. I miss old days. All-Star, Big O. Man, Big O was one of those shows when you get home, or I got picked up and dropped off at home from school. When you get home, you get that sandwich, and you put your Dorito chips in the sandwich. You get your juice that's really bad for us, and we sit down and watch. That's Big O invokes those feelings for me. Also, great soundtrack. Can you believe that was made by the people who you have it on Blu-ray? I need to get that. I need to get that. Oh, I need to get that. Big O is like, I still listen to that song to this day when I'm having downtime and I'm taking care of myself. I still listen to that Big O thing. I think it was actually made by the people who did Batman the Anime Series, and in conjunction with somebody in Japan. I got to do some more research on that. But like I said, in the top of the hour, or not the top of the hour, but the top of this, one of my first things I bought was Outlaw Star. That was my first ever anime owned, period. I still have it. Unfortunately, one of my discs is skipping. I should have bought the Blu-ray when Best Buy was still selling physical discs, so now I got to get it online. But Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, I bought that. I bought the last one, and I got it for $10. So, yeah. And Full Metal, well, hold on now. Which Full Metal Alchemist are we talking about? We talking about the first one? Or we talking about Brotherhood? Because when they came out with Brotherhood, so Brotherhood is the reason why all of us want remakes of our favorite shows. Because Brotherhood, Super 74, Limit Breaker, Michael Jordan versus Ultra Instinct, LeBron. Hey, bro. First of all, Jordan is taking it. I say what I say. I said Jordan is taking it. Jordan is taking it. He beating Ultra Instinct LeBron. Because you know what's going to happen? Ultra Instinct LeBron, he going to lose focus. He going to get out of the Ultra Instinct mode. And then Super 74, Limit Breaker Jordan is going to dunk on him. He's going to go Kamehameha dunk. Because you lost concentration. But I love that. Thank you for putting that in there. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the reason why we want remakes, period. They went back and said, okay, our ending is not what we wanted because our ending is in a movie, Conqueror of Shambhala. And so we're just going to base it strictly on the manga. Same thing with Sailor Moon Crystal. So Sailor Moon Crystal, the animation is whack. I'm sorry. I watched it every Saturday when it was first premiering on Hulu. The animation is whack. But that's why we want this. Funny enough, Dragon Ball Z is the only anime where its filler does not bog it down. Like, the best filler episode of any anime is Goku and Piccolo going to get a driver's license. Well, we finally see for certain that Piccolo is black. Said what I said. That's what we see for certain, that Piccolo is black. Because he wearing a backwards hat. He was wearing a 90s fit. He looked like Wesley Snipes in White Men Can't Jump. That's exactly how Piccolo looked. Goku with Frieza potential versus Goku with Broly potential. Ooh, Broly potential. Broly potential wins. Broly potential wins. Which is funny. It's funny that we talk about this because was it Goku said of Frieza in Super when he got his golden form, you have potential to be stronger. You just don't train. And that's why I'm better than you. Because you don't put in the work. Hard work beats talent all the time. Both Goku and Vegeta are proof of that. No offense, Gohan. Gohan's weird. He's like a mix of both. Like, Gohan is technically Dante from Devil May Cry. Dante from Devil May Cry is top tier. No one can really technically beat him. But dude gets lazy. Trying to collect everything before it's gone. Yes. I'm giving y'all two minutes. Yeah, I'm giving y'all 2 more minutes. Look, actually, what's this? 6:17 here in the Midwest. I'll do another 3 minutes and then I gotta go. That's another thing, y'all. Get your physical media while you can. They don't want us to own anything. You know, one of the most heartbreaking things for me. Someone asked earlier, Elliot Jr. asked earlier, back when he was still Monk, he asked earlier, what was my favorite anime? My favorite anime is Fooly Cooly. I do not own that on Blu-ray or DVD. I wish I had that. But when I first got Hulu, that was on there. I watched that series in Japanese, then I watched it in English, back and forth. Just 6 episodes. My favorite thing of all time. They took it off of Hulu maybe 8 years ago, and it is locked behind Warner Brothers everything. Like, there's an Adult Swim app where I'm not paying for that shit. I'm sorry. What is the point of paying for every single streaming service out there when we're all being told we should give up cable, and we give up cable because it's expensive? I'm not doing that. That's why, if you have other ways of watching things, that's all I'll say. If you have other ways of watching things, power to you. Frieza went from weaker to Cell, tone power beings that are stronger than Super Saiyan God. 4 months. Imagine the potential from Goku's work ethic. True. Very true. But if we see in the latest chapter, the very last chapter of Super, which, trying to make Goku smart again, tells Broly, he's like, Broly, you and Gohan should fight because you guys are kind of the same. They have that potential to keep breaking their limits. I feel like if a Goku with, or should I say a Frieza? What did you say? Did you say Frieza or Goku? Hold on, give me 1 second. Goku Frieza potential. If he's gonna keep working, but Broly keeps breaking his limits. You say Bulma or Chi-Chi? That's not even a fair question, bro. That's not a fair question. Like, I'm gonna pick Bulma. I mean, technically, best wife is technically Videl. Is Videl then 18? But between the two of them, it's Bulma. Like, and Bulma's like, I said Gohan has the best fits. Bulma's number 2. Y'all remember Bulma wearing that red outfit with the swoop hair and the red lipstick? Bulma. Sorry. They also need to rewrite Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi needs to be written better. That makes no sense. Oh, Gohan, I want you to study now. You're lucky. You go to Goten, and because Goten looks exactly like Goku, even quiet as a kept. I mean, doesn't Gohan look like Goku too? Anyway, you go to Goten, is Goten on my shirt? Goten is definitely on my shirt. There he is right there. You go to Goten, and then go to Goten and go, I'm gonna train you. And then he goes Super Saiyan. You start crying because you miss your hubby and your hubby's D. That's so funny. That is funny. And when Goten went Super Saiyan, Gohan, I know in his head, he said, this mother, you trained him and told me I could. All right. Chi-Chi needs to fight again. She does. Kaizoku, I gotta send you some stuff on our socials. There's an artist who draws muscle Chi-Chi, like Chi-Chi with muscles, because Chi-Chi lived in the mountains and learned Kung Fu. She would have muscles, right? Now, I don't care if a character has spindly, well, as long as the character don't have spindly arms like Kappa. But again, you notice the theme I'm bringing you here. Characters that do Kung Fu in Dragon Ball, they get the shaft. Roshi, Tien, Bulma. Not Bulma, Chi-Chi. But Chi-Chi does need to fight again. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. I gotta get out of here because I also gotta do some real life stuff, garbage, dinner, stuff like that. Toshi. Who's Toshi? Who did I forget? Mama can create time machines and her father dope. Her father okay. That dude, he alright. He alright. I mean, that's what Trunks gets his hair from, but he alright. If you give Goku the ability to use Gogeta as a stand like JoJo, he would use Gogeta's vest to get God Key. And y'all are doing that. Bradley, you got some interesting ideas. Please show up to more of these. I appreciate you. I really do. This will not be the last time I talk about Dragon Ball. I just want to talk about DAIMA and Dragon Ball as a whole. I hope if they continue with DAIMA, I hope they continue to do it justice. The homie Phantom had good ideas. I hope they do that. Conway, all y'all, I appreciate y'all. Kaizoku, Wolf, hold on, wait, I already said Bradley, Bryson, all of y'all, I appreciate all y'all. This will happen again. I might doing it at 5 on a Wednesday seems okay, but I'll try to do them on Saturdays, even though Saturdays is what people, you try to get some time off, right? So I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good, be blessed, stay safe out there, drink some water. All right, be good to yourself, be good to others, and either way it goes, don't be a jerk. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.